Good morning, everybody. Happy September 27th. We are rolling ever closer to October. And I know for me, as soon as October hits and we go through Thanksgiving, it's not long before Christmas is knocking on the door. And it seems like the year has absolutely flown by. Now, the card that I picked this morning is a card that says Declutter. And the message on the back is, if you are feeling overwhelmed, it may be time to declutter, not just your mind, but your space. The act of tidying up and getting rid of what you don't need creates a sense of peace and calmness. And it's not just about creating that sense of peace and calmness. It's also about removing old energy, not only from your mind and your body, but your environment. So let's start with your environment. We have drawers and cupboards and spaces in our home and under our home and above in the attic or loft space where we hoard and save things that on one side we say, you know, it's really important to me. It holds great memory. I'm keeping this because it reminds me of X, Y, and Z. But then we put it in a dark place. We close it in a cupboard or a drawer, or like I said, in a basement or an attic space, and it never sees the light of day. It never revitalizes the reason why you held on to it in the first place. And I know this can be true for things that are passed down to us, things that were our grandparents or our great-grandparents, or a loved one that has passed that holds great memory. But if it holds great memory, then why is it in a cupboard or a drawer or somewhere that's dark and gathering dust? If it's out and you're using it and you see it and it reminds you of that love and that lifetime, that is amazing. But if it's something that's holding space somewhere that never sees the light of day, then maybe there's an emotion or something attached to that you can bring this item out and hold it and ask, what is it that holds you to it, that brings that sense that you have to hoard it or keep it or save it? And what needs to happen for you to release it? Whether that be to take a photograph of it and frame it and make a photograph album of all the beautiful things that you have, or for it to breathe life into someone else's life and be in a place of importance for them. We hold on to so much paperwork, things that we have done in the past, courses that we have done, journals that we have written in, that we never, ever bring to the light of day. Now, maybe there's a reason why you hold on to it, just in case. But just in case tells the universe that you're in survival. You're holding on to the things that you have because you don't trust that something new is going to replace it. If you have old coursework or paperwork, ask yourself, is this something I really need to hold on to? Or has my thought form changed? Has my vibration changed? Do I do this in a completely different way? And if it's old coursework and old paperwork like that, surrender and let it go. You hold the memory of it. If it's tools that you are using, then maybe you don't need the paperwork to remind you of it. If it's something that you learned that you're no longer using, it's still in your energetic toolbox, and maybe you can let that paperwork go. It's time to declutter. It's time to purge and release everything that we energetically stuff in our basements, in our physical body and in our homes. Time to create space and, like I say, breathe new life into it by giving it to somebody who can use it or appreciate it or love it or hold it in a place of honor, so that you can tell the universe you're ready for something new to come in. Because all the time we're holding on to old energy, rather, new energy cannot enter into that space. When it comes to our physical bodies, what are you holding on to in your physical body? If we use the basement analogy in your root chakra, what do you hold in your root chakra? Root chakra represents survival, not feeling supported, not enough, scarcity. And maybe sit and bring your whole awareness to this space and ask if there are any outmoded ideas, any old thought forms, any old beliefs that no longer serve your current journey. Pull them out, place them into a sacred fire, and release them and tell the universe you're ready for support to come in, for new opportunities to come in, for a sense of stability to come in. When it comes to our minds, what beliefs do we hold in our mind? Are these beliefs things that we were taught when we were younger, that only every now and again they jump in and you go, wow, where did that thought come from? Something that you haven't thought about for a while, but the programming is in there. Does it serve you? If not, endeavor to release it. Create a new thought form. Create a new belief system that works for you. Because when we declutter our mind, our body, our soul, and our home, we leave ourselves open for new, higher vibrational energy to enter. An energy that serves you in your direction, an energy that serves you to move forward. Maybe that energy is a new book that lands on your doorstep, or a new podcast that just arrives, or a chance meeting to somebody and you have a conversation that propels you forward. When you release old paperwork, maybe a new course, something that you've been calling for and waiting to come up, shows up when you release the energy of the old ones that you've been holding on to. As I mentioned, every single thing you learn is in your toolbox. It never leaves you. It's just like having a chest of every tool you'll ever need, a hammer, a nail, a saw. You don't use them all the time, but they're always there when you do need one. The modalities that we learn and the things that we experience are just the same, there when you need them. So as October approaches and we go into the Thanksgiving and the giving of thanks of everything that we have experienced so far, everything that we have learned so far, give thanks for something new to enter your life. And maybe start purging some of those closets and cupboards and drawers and basements and attics and the root chakra and the mind for anything that is outdated, old thinking, somebody else's thinking, and release it and give space for you to step into the brightest version of yourself. Because it's only when we release old energy that new energy can come in and light the way. I hope you have an amazing day, everybody, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. Bye for now.